Planning with Crystal. So I'm here with one of my advent calendar unboxings for 2022. This is the Paperchase Big Stationery Advent Calendar. So this is what the box looks like. We're gonna have a quick look at the box, a quick talk about the price and stuff, and then we will unbox the whole calendar together and we'll decide whether we think it's worth you picking it up. So this is what it looks like inside. Nice and bright and vibrant and colourful. And here's what the other side looks like. So the calendar is on sale now. It retails at £45 and it is said to be worth over £100. There's also a bit of an exciting element to it. If you find a golden pen in here, you will get a £200 Paperchase gift card. So let's dive right in. Day number one. Day number one down here at the bottom. So day number one is a little £5 to spend in store or online. It is valid from the 1st of November 2022 to the 31st of January 2023. It's valid in standalone UK stores or online and is only available on full priced items. So a couple of little restrictions there already. So full price items, standalone stores, as in not the ones that are like concessions in other stores, or you can use it online. And you've got, like I said, from the 1st of November to the 31st of January to use that. So I kind of like the fact that that comes first because it gives you all that time to use it rather than it coming right at the end and you've not got long, I guess. So day number two. So today we've got some sticky notes. I actually like the fact that they come in like a little plasticky wallet that you can actually reuse. So you can take out your sticky notes and then reuse this little plasticky wallet. I know it's the small things in life sometimes. So these are page markers, but they're pretty cool. Look, they're like little fingers pointing in different ways. So these are the ones where you would probably stick them in your book or textbook or something, and then you like have them peeking out the end. And then the sticky bit of these is about there, if you see what I mean. So that's day number two. Day number three, which seems to be opening itself. So this is a little list. It says, let's do this. It's obviously got a little bit of almost like candy design to it. And okay, so is this just me? When I do a to-do list, or if I have a to-do list, because I'm a bit of a stationery geek, usually the bit where you tick off what you've done would be on the left-hand side, not the right-hand side. Only a small thing, but just something I noticed. And these are not sticky or anything. So you just peel off each one as you use it. Would have been slightly better if it had been sticky, because then you could have like stuck it into a book or something, or like a little journal or your purse or something if you're taking it away and doing a bit of a to-do. But just a little aside. So that's day number three. Day number four. Completely destroying the calendar. So that's a little note to mention. I did buy this calendar myself. Most of the advent calendars I unbox, I purchased myself. If they were gifted or anything, obviously I will let you know. If you're into your advent calendars, by the way, hit that subscribe button. There are going to be so many advent calendar unboxings. If you watched me for the last couple of years, you kind of know what to expect, but yeah, there's going to be so many advent calendar unboxings. Anyway, day number four here are some gel pens. They are Pastel Inks 4-pack. Let's see how they write. So this is how they write. Hopefully you can see them. Unfortunately, when I hold something white towards the camera, it just kind of throws everything else into darkness. Anyway, they do write really well. All I would say is they're very wet, and what I mean by that is they don't sort of dry instantly. They look like they're going to need like a minute or two to dry. So they're the sort that if you were writing quite quickly and you were catching it with your hand, you might smudge them a little bit. So just be aware of that if you do get these. But they are actually pretty nice, good quality pens by the looks of it. Like that they come in a little box as well. So first impressions, we're only a couple of days in, and actually already I'm more impressed with the calendar than I thought I would be. Paperchase has been quite open. If you look on the website, you can actually see a picture of all the contents, but actually the way that they've presented it, it just looks like a load of random stationery and doesn't actually look that appealing. So I was umming and ahhing about whether to get the calendar, and then I thought, no, Crystal, you've got to get it, you've got to unbox it so people know what's inside. But so far I have to say, I do think the items that I've had so far do seem to be fairly decent quality. Certainly what you would expect from Paperchase, whereas sometimes with these calendars I feel like they cheap out a little bit and give you like cheaper versions of their items. Not saying that's Paperchase, but just sometimes that's something to kind of be aware of with this type of calendar. Anyway, we've only done 4 days, let's carry on. Day number 5. Ooh, so these are cute. These are highlighters, again in a little pouch. Love that they're not just like randomly thrown in or anything. They do come in a little pouch. But how cute are these? Almost like lipstick or kind of like a bullet shape. These are really hard to hold, but they are in obviously a series of colours. So we have got, let's see, how do they open? Okay, so you just pull them open. We've got like a chisel tip highlighter. So we've got like pink, pretty standard highlights. These are so cute though. These are so going in my pencil case. My inner child is just going crazy. I would have loved this as a child. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it now, but I always say I've got quite a strong inner child that gets like excited for this kind of stuff. And Stationery is definitely one of them. I'm not highlighting very well because I'm like holding it on a bit of a slant, so it's not the fault of the highlighter, it's the user. I'm not going to blame the tools. They seem pretty decent, to be fair, but these are just ridiculously cute. I mean, these are the sort of thing actually that I would see them in the store and totally buy them, which is always a good sign, isn't it? See, when I hold it properly, it does perform well. That's a little like if you twist off the bottom. They almost look like they'd be refillable, but I'm not certain on that. So there we are, some highlighted lines. You came here to watch a video on highlighted lines, of course you did. But it does say on the packaging, 4-pack coloured inks, chisel tip, a little joy every day, reusable packaging for storing and sorting. I will definitely be reusing this super cute little pouch. Day number 6. The trickiest bit of unboxing advent calendar is finding where the door is. It's also half the joy, I guess, isn't it? Next up then, we've got some sticky notes. This is what they look like. They've got dots on and they are sticky from about here. So they look like they'd be pretty sticky. Doesn't tell me how many are in here. If I had to guess, I'd say about 25, but they are a pretty cute little size. So that's another advantage for me anyway, that they're not all huge. So the sort of thing that you can just like throw in a pencil case or like a little folder or something, and they're not going to take up too much room. So of course they've got to fit in the calendar as well. Day number 7. So today we've got a little 2023 diary. So we did know that there were going to be certain items in here. It actually tells you on the back of the box that there'd be the £5 gift card, the 2023 diary and a few other bits and bobs. But it's a cute little one. So when you open it up, it's got like a yellow interior. It's got this kind of plasticky cover on, so you could kind of slip things in the cover if you needed to, or you could even take this cover off if you didn't want it on for whatever reason. And then you open it, it says Paperchase, personal data. It's got things like important dates, religious festivals, 2023 and 2024 dates and stuff in there. It's got a year planner, and that is for the whole of 2023, and then you jump in and obviously start towards the end of December into that first week of January. I like the fact that at the bottom corner it's got these little bits you can peel off, so basically when you get to wherever the, I don't know, the current date is or whatever, you can tear them all off. Then when you open it, you will just be able to see straight to where you're going to. So I guess I've chosen to do that instead of putting like a ribbon in or anything. Then at the back of the book, when you've finished your diary, you then go into world times and conversion factors, international dialing codes, and a couple of notes pages. Then name, address, telephone, email, www, so I guess like website addresses or whatever you want to put there. 2 lots of those pages. So yeah, it is a super cute little diary. Not going to suit everyone because it is quite small. I like it. But I'm always torn between having a big enough diary that I can write down everything I want and having something super portable. But I like it. It's fun, it's colourful. I do think it's something I'll enjoy using. Day number 8 up here, and it is the teeniest, tiniest door we've seen so far. It is a little rose gold sharpener. So it's one of those that's also got 2 holes for 2 different size pencils. There we go. Day number 9. We've got a pack of fine liner pens, so there's 3 of them. They are black ink, and again they're in the packaging and stuff, so it feels like how they would look if you actually went and bought them instead of just 3 random pens. So this is what they look like. As I said, all are black ink, and they are little clicky pens. I'm sure there's a proper name for them, not just clicky pens, but they are just a ballpoint black pen. So a pretty handy kind of standard day-to-day pen. Most of us need black ink and things for work, so pretty practical. They feel well made as well. They kind of look on screen and in pictures, I think, a little bit cheap, but actually they're not heavy, but they're not like flimsy, like you're going to click it and the bit falls off the end and it's a load of junk that goes straight in the bin. They actually seem to be pretty decent kind of usable products, so happy with that. Day number 10. This is probably the biggest door we've had so far. Today we get a notebook, and this is kind of long and thin, more like a list book than anything, like a shopping list book or something. Nothing too exciting, it's just simple lined. It's got that design again on the back. Again, probably about 25-30 pages, something like that, but handy little kind of list book all the same. Day number 11. Definitely destroyed that door. So it is a kind of multi-pen, and it looks like it's in a kind of similar design to the little notebook we just got. So it's one of those where it's got different pens as you push them down. So it's got black, it's got red, what else have we got here, like a blue, it looks like a light blue on here but it's more of a navy, orange, purple, which I thought had run out but hasn't, and then green. So it's got like 6 different colours in there, and it says Paperchase on the pen as well, so nice little chunky kind of multi-use, multicoloured pen. Day number 12. Day number 12, we've got some decorative washi tape. This has got stars on. I love stars. This is what it looks like. So yeah, super useful. Don't worry, I'm not going to like stick it on my head, but it seems like feels pretty decent quality washi tape, and my goodness, can you tell a cheap washi tape from a decent washi tape? For one thing, they rip when you're just trying to peel a little bit off, so seems pretty decent. Day number 13. Today we've got a pack of binder clips. There are 12 binder clips in here, 4 of each colour, and the colours are rose gold, silver and gold. One of those where you just bend them back themselves like this, find some paper or something you want to clip together. There you go. Just in case anybody wasn't aware of what a binder clip was. But yeah, I like the fact they're in these little pouches again that are reusable, and I will absolutely use them. I'm a complete organisation freak and love to have things organised. So little pouches and things will always be used by me, and they kind of zip close. But again, this feels very much like if I were to go into Paperchase and buy some binder clips, they would come like this. They'd probably charge me £4 or £5. So it feels like I'm getting full-sized items in the calendar, which is always good. Day number 14. Oh my gosh, these are so cute and super festive, and in another little pack as well. So these are paper clips. We only get 4, but they're Christmas trees. They are so cute. I absolutely love them. I mean, they're not the most practical in the sense of you're probably not going to feel like using them in January, but maybe you will. They are so cute. They are like a really sweet little nod to the Christmas season in your stationery world. Really like those. Day number 15. Ooh, okay, so these aren't in packaging as such. They are just tied up with a little bit of green ribbon. Again, along with that same design we've had on some of the books. And they all say Paperchase on the end of them, and they are just your standard pencils. One of them looks like it needs sharpening. But yeah, 3 little pencils. Day number 16. It is a red metallic pen, but it is a twist-up ball pen. So this feels, ballpoint pen even, it feels like a bit more of a luxurious, more grown-up pen. It is black. And what I mean by that is, instead of it being like clicky or something, or like pressing it down like the multi-use pen, this feels nice and kind of soft and quite tactile, and would not look out of place in, you know, a big important meeting. But yes, very, very sweet, like that a lot. Day number 17. So day number 17, we've got this bright yellow thing, and you're probably thinking, what is it? But it's basically, as I understand it, a bit of a bookmark. So let's just say this is a couple of pages in a book, and you would put it across, well, between the pages, and then it would magnetize and stay in place. And then it's got this little hook bit on here, which is for you to put a pen in. So obviously if this is your notebook or something, you can use it as a bit of a pen holder, like so. Use your imagination. Let's pretend it's a full-size notebook, but that's the idea with it anyway. So that's a cute little addition. Day number 18. It seems to be another pen, So it's kind of like a metallic silver coloured pen, and then it's got these gold accents on. This does feel a bit cheaper. This is very kind of plasticky and looks like a ballpoint pen. So yeah. Oh, it's like a gel pen actually. It writes more like gel, to be fair. It's this one here at the bottom. But it does feel a bit cheaper. So when I was talking before about some pens feeling a bit cheap, you probably know what I mean. This one is super lightweight, but it's done in a way that feels a bit cheap. Just my 2p worth, but nice to have a little gel pen though, something a little bit different to the other black pens we've had. Day number 19. Another little notepad. This is like a hard-backed one, and when you open it up, it's got lined pages in. Again, super cute little tiny notepad. That's probably got about 50 pages, I would say, in it, so it's pretty cute, to be fair. Again, going on a kind of similar theme with all that abstract colour and things. Day number 20. Some super cute little paper clips, again quite festive. Kind of remind me actually of the lollipops in The Wizard of Oz, or like something from Dr. Seuss. That's what they remind me of. I don't actually know if I would say these are just festive actually, if I just use them all year round, but they do look like lollipops, don't they? So these, I've not even explained what they are. They're a giant paper clip basically, and on the back they're done completely in rubber. This is just a standard paper clip, and it slips in there, but it's sort of threaded through and finished underneath, so they shouldn't just pull off or anything. How cute they. So we get 4 of those, again in a super cute little reusable pouch. Day number 21. Today we get an eraser, just like a multicoloured eraser, something to go with your pencils if you make any mistakes. Day number 22. A little bit more washi tape, a little bit more kind of festive. This is what it looks like. It kind of reminds me of moustaches as well. Day number 23. Some super cute little push pins, again in a little reusable pack. These almost look like jewellery, don't they? So there's little heart ones, star ones and moon ones. Definitely jazz up anybody's notice board. Day number 24, it's Christmas Eve. This is what it looks like. It is a notebook. This feels like the most kind of sturdy thing in here, to be fair, which is probably why they saved it for Christmas Eve. It's got a little hook on it for your pen holder, and it is a little lined notebook again. I was hoping it'd have a pocket or something in the back. It has not, but it is nice. Reminds me of Saved by the Bell. Don't know why. I think it's that kind of retro print. It says Paperchase on the back as well. Again, probably about maybe 80 pages, that kind of thing in here. And that is the end of the Paperchase calendar. So as a little recap, it's a gingerbread house design. It's worth over £100, and it contains lots of different stationery, as you've seen, including that 2023 diary, lots of notebooks, a £5 Paperchase voucher. We've got paper clips, washi tapes, highlighters, pencils, sticky notes, pens, all kinds of things, and somebody will get that lucky golden pen, well 3 people will, and then they'll get a £200 voucher as well. So all in all, I do think it's pretty good quality. Whether it's worth £45 of your hard-earned money to spend on stationery, it's completely up to you and how stationery obsessed you may or may not be. But I will put a link under the video if you do want to go ahead and pick it up. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's worth it? I must say, like I said, quality way better than I thought. Now I've got everything in hand and I've looked at the items individually, I actually think they've not done a bad job of this. If you want to watch my Martha Brooke advent calendar unboxing from 2021, I think I prefer this, and this was like nearly half the price. I'll link it here actually if you do want to go ahead and watch it. But I do stationery unboxings and reviews and stuff as well, so if you're a bit of a stationery geek like me, there are videos go up from time to time on that subject, as well as all the beauty ones I do as well. I also picked up the brand new Paperchase mystery box. It's £25. It contains £75 worth of stationery, and the items look like they're way bigger than what's in this calendar. So if you want to see what's in there, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and the video will be going up in the next couple of days. And if you're a bit of an advent calendar addict, make sure you subscribe to the channel. There will be lots and lots of advent calendar reveals and unboxings going on just as soon as I can get my hands on the info and on the calendars themselves. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing, and I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.